Welcome everyone. We are live with podcast for I always think I have the number, but I don't have the number. We are live for the podcast for January 23rd, 2022. I whatever. I was looking at my clock and it has the wrong date, 2023. No, it is 2022. We still have some time. And a lot has happened this week. A $60 something billion acquisition. Someone figured out how to play Grand Theft Auto 5 through a Game Boy, not on a Game Boy. I want to be perfectly clear, and so much more. We'll see if we get to it. But tonight we have the best crew. And I say that every week, but I mean it every week. Coptimus, KK, Upside Down Matt. I am so excited. Yeah, I know. Well, actually, it's below and to the other sides. Yeah, I know. I'm blown away. And if you guys have seen their channels, you'd know why. And if you haven't, get on it. So let's go around. First thing we do on the podcast is go around and just have people say a small bit about their stream. So
My podcast.
Yeah, my podcast. Let's start with our Barbie horse adventurer in chief, KKrider. Take it away.
Hello, and hello, everybody. It's your boy KKrider. How's it going? Yeah, you know me. I've been here a couple of times. Thank you again for having me, Pocket. Pleasure meeting you guys as well. I'm a Twitch streamer, a variety streamer, also a Barbie horse adventure speedrunner as well on my off time whenever I'm not streaming things like Sonic 06, the best game of all time, as well as Final Fantasy 15 and West of Loathing with one of my mods. So yeah, see? Right there, Sonic 06. Beautiful.
Beautiful. In no particular order, I guess let's go with Matt.
Sure, why not? I'm Upside Down Matt. The best way to describe myself is I'm a Twitch streamer. I love to draw, and I just love exploring the weird, obscure, the Japanese-only games, and just have fun from there.
Yeah, have you been doing any pixel art lately? I remember you do pixel art, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of pixel art, and among other art. Not recently. Well, that's a slight lie, but
Sure.
not actively recently.
Sure, yeah. Because I've been doing some pixel art lately because I've been doing game dev streams and whatnot. So whatever, I gotta send you some. Check them all out. Coptimus.
Hey everybody! I'm
hi.
CoptimusCrime.
Hi, I didn't notice you there.
Quite the lineup of people we got on the show today here.
Yeah.
I'm also a bit of a speedrunner, a huge retro gamer. I stream on Twitch. I'm about 88th in the world for DuckTales speedruns, which is not saying anything at all. I just enjoy playing the game.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah. I guess out of like 300 people, I'm just happy being sub 100. You know.
I mean, because you're not out of sub 100 people. You're better than me. You're better than everyone here, everyone in chat. You know what I mean? And
I'm also, I think I'm like 5th in Canada, which I'm Canadian, so that's, I guess, something. I guess that gives me that.
Yeah, definitely feel proud about it.
A little bit better.
My only claim to fame here would be like, I don't know, I'm in Elite Smash. Like, what is that? Like, with Piranha Plant, I'm a relatively good Piranha Plant player. Like,
something.
For someone who plays,
it's better than me.
No, that is not. You are number 5 in Canada. I don't even think I'm number 5
but
in
Smash. I'm number 0. I don't even have Smash.
That's fair. That's fair.
You got me beat there.
Someday. Someday I want to be 88th best Piranha Plant in the world. That will be my claim to fame.
Specifically 88th.
Yeah, no, specifically. I don't think I'd feel a little bit awkward.
You're only there.
No,
can't go higher, can't go lower.
I honestly would not be able to sleep at night if I was 87th because I'd be thinking about Coptimus and wondering how he's feeling about me being 87th while he's 88th on something. Anywho, these are our troubles. Oh man, chat is going nuts. Tonight we have so much to talk about, and I don't even know where to start. These people, if you have speedrunning questions, obscure game questions, Barbie horse adventure questions, tonight's the night to ask them. And we're doing none of that to start. We're gonna dive straight in, unless people have something they want to ask specifically. We're gonna dive straight into that acquisition. There was an acquisition this week that, I mean, I don't understand why they're not buying smaller studios. Whatever. That's
I might have an
another
answer
thing.
for that.
What?
I might have an answer for that one.
Okay, yeah. So, well, let's just to give context to you guys at home. Basically, Microsoft is buying. They're going through the motions right now of buying Activision Blizzard, that small company. It was Blizzard when they had Warcraft, and they bought the guys who made Diablo, and then they became, what was the whatever? It's a whole thing, but. And then they merged with Activision, 10 years later. But this is like a $68 billion acquisition?
68.7. Might as well say 69 at this point.
Yes,
nice.
which is nice. They should have. I don't understand why they didn't just that wasn't the title. Like they should have just anywho, whatever. I guess that press would be a little more expensive than the one that they. So yeah, what are your general thoughts about this, Matt? I know you have some already, so I didn't want to. I just want to get
here's the
context
thing.
first.
They didn't just get Blizzard Activision. You also have to remember the other acquisitions Blizzard Activision did before that.
They got
now,
King.
Yeah, they look. They're gonna make their money back through the mobile transaction stuff within a couple years. Having just Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, all that. Look, I'm just gonna put it blunt.
Wait,
I don't blame them for that.
They have Spyro and
Crash. Mm-hmm.
They have Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Hey, remember that Sony franchise? Oh, no, you don't. Now it's called a Microsoft franchise.
Remember the Sony mascot? No?
No?
I still don't to this day understand why Sony didn't keep that. But that
well,
is
they never went all in on that. I mean, Sony's gotten so lucky over the years.
Sony had a chance to buy it, and then just why would I want to do that?
No, did they? Because it's Universal.
Yeah,
it was Universal at the time. So I don't know what licensing issues they had to, licensing hoops they had to go around.
Take this with a grain of salt. But I heard, when Universal selling off the rights, Naughty Dog and Sony had the option to buy it.
Yeah.
But some, got first, and I don't know. You're Sony. You were king of the consoles during that time. You had the money, and you also were Sony.
Yeah, and I have this weird revisionist history in my head that Nintendo 64 did incredibly well, and that was the console. But didn't the PlayStation do better?
Oh, 100%.
Right. The PlayStation was
for
dominating.
For every one in 64, there's at least 3 PlayStations.
Yeah.
Because at the time, the only competition was between... Because Microsoft technically really wasn't... I mean, I guess Xbox was kind of
No. We're talking PS1.
Oh, wait, no, that's... it was
PS2.
PS1, N64,
yeah.
and then...
Microsoft had Doom.
Dreamcast, I guess.
Microsoft had...
Sega was there.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that? I cut you off.
I was just saying it was between Sega, Nintendo, and Sony.
Yes,
basically.
it was Genesis does what Nintendo don't, but at that point was it the Saturn? Optimus, do you I'm spacing out. It was a Sega console. There was a Sega console.
It would have been Genesis. It would have been Genesis.
Okay.
It would have been Saturn at that point with the Genesis in its twilight years.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I love my
32X, and then the CDI, and then putting it all together.
That's right. It's the CDI. We keep forgetting the CDI.
But guys, I'm disappointed in all of you.
Yeah.
Where's my mention of the 3DO?
Oh,
my bad.
Oh, sorry. No,
Why
was I? Because I was too busy with my Gamecom.
What about your Atari Jaguar?
Oh yeah.
Do the math. Come on.
Yeah.
4-bit.
I mean, I was big on my Game Gear and Gamecom. We actually owned a Gamecom. I don't know why we owned a Gamecom, but we did.
Oh, you didn't play the legendary Sonic
What
game
is
on
this?
that one.
What is this Activision Blizzard Microsoft merger going to set up exactly? Like, are they planning like their own Netflix of video games, or
Oh, they're already
like
deep into that. Like they've
like
been
what's the
Microsoft.
play here? Like they've got so much.
So I want to see. Matt's probably gonna school me on this, and this is gonna be great. But so far, from what I know and what I've learned, it is Microsoft is doing the Netflix thing. It's what they're doing. They're going in, and they
Money
do
play.
not care. They do not care where you consume your media as long as it's through their subscription service. And I'm okay. Someone's gonna know the article, but I think there was an article saying that Nintendo was against it being against Game Pass being on the Switch, because I think Microsoft would have been for it. They basically look at what they've done. They made Xbox Ones be able to play Game Pass on them. I think the
Smart.
weirdest thing they've done is stop producing Xbox Ones. That is the weirdest in all this plan, right? Okay, and I'll get back to this, because they also allow some of the best-selling games on the Switch are Microsoft games. Ori, we're talking Cuphead. Did they buy Cuphead? They bought the studio. I'm trying to remember. It's a Microsoft title now. I just
I
don't
don't think
remember.
they bought it. They published it.
They published it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Funded it.
Yeah.
Don't know if they bought that studio.
Right. They have like some ridiculous ownership over it. So all that stuff is like within Microsoft's grasp, at least. There's more than just those. Minecraft.
Of course.
So yeah, it's they don't care if it's all on Nintendo's platform, because they just want that people playing Microsoft games, and so that's the play. That's why they bought Bethesda. That's why they bought this, and that's why I was like, why aren't they snatching up the Rares of the world right now? Like the Ukulele guys, or they're
Platonic?
Platonic. Well, not even Platonic. There's a or is Platonic the publisher now? Because they're, why don't they get like Ed McMillan? Well, they did get.
I don't foresee Ed McMillan ever selling out.
Yeah. They did get the Psychonauts dude. They did buy him, right?
Oh, Tim Schafer.
Yeah, they bought Psychonauts, right? So
yeah, Double Fine, if not
Double
mistaken.
Fine. Yeah. So they've been on board. They don't care if they give it to you cheap right now. It's the Netflix model, and they've been doing it for forever. And you know what? It works well. I mean, I've had Game Pass for 2 years. It's a really solid service. There's like 100 games on it. Yeah. Sorry.
Not only that, they're giving it to you everywhere now. You can game on your phone.
Yes.
You can game on your PC. You
Yes.
can game on your Xbox. You're not limited to that. Just got a game on your console anymore. They're starting to bring that cross compatibility over from all these sort of things, right?
But guys, when can I game on my smart fridge?
I can work on that.
You mean you can't already?
You're telling me Skyrim isn't enough for you? You want more?
Yes.
Just to read the chat really quickly, I thought the reason Microsoft stopped making the Xbox One was because they wanted to get more Xbox Series S made, because it's only 300 instead. People buy the old gen. Honestly, that's actually the only good reason. Woven Guide Gaming, good answer. That's the only good reason I can suspect why they stopped producing the Xbox One. Because the Xbox One, they updated for you to play Game Pass Cloud on.
Yeah.
Right. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there, but they updated Xbox so you can play cloud games on them. I know on the Xbox One X, that's the one we have here, that it does it. And so I would expect them to be like, we'll just sell more of those. But if you sell a console that can't play anything but digital games, people will move easier, more towards the cloud gaming area. So yeah.
We end up with integration.
Oh, I don't think Optimus ended up with integration. I think Optimus ended up with
problem too when you're getting
disintegration.
into 4K
Oh, here we go.
gaming.
He's back.
Oh, getting kind of
You were just talking about
Is there-
streaming and how
Sorry.
it can be trouble, and then glitched out. So sorry.
I was
glad
saying
it
that-
repeat.
I'm just glad it wasn't just me. I wasn't going to say anything.
No, no.
You'll have integration issues with TVs now being 4K compatible and not being having to upscale. Like also production of old parts for the old console. Like it just makes logical sense to upgrade to the newer, smarter way design and efficient flow of the model of instead of the Xbox One.
Interesting. I mean,
Yeah, I was about to say at this point, I'm not getting
It's
Xbox One.
technology.
I'll
I get
get an
Xbox
Xbox
Series
One.
X at this point.
Chips are smaller. We're blasting into the future. 7 years ago is absolutely nothing compared to how much you can make that new computer chip to put into your Xbox One.
Lord Dweedles has.
Your Series S.
Yes,
I
yes.
I looked at Lord Dweedle's
Yeah.
chat right here, and I think we all missed it. But yeah, he said that I think the most important thing is that Bubsy 3D still looks good on 4K and 8K monitors.
Yep, exactly. But that's the thing. I can only assume if they wanted to make more Xbox Ones or Xbox. I think they're just stopping the Xbox Ones. I don't know. Maybe it's the X's. The point is that they would have to have more chips, and the chips are getting expensive because of all these production issues. So, because of COVID and the chips are just more expensive right now. It's just a thing.
I was about to say shortage all around.
Shortage all around.
I mean, whoever has a PS5 right now is a lucky son of a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
A lucky son of a gun.
Yeah, I really hate those guys. Whoever happens to.
I can't
Oh,
believe
man.
PS5s exist. I thought they were of legend. Never seen
Yeah.
one before in my life.
Yeah.
Same.
See, that's really cool. I mean, is there anything that's worth playing on it? I guess Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. But aside from that,
Well, here's my answer to you guys. The best PlayStation 4 right now is a PlayStation 5.
yes, that's why I was gonna get a PlayStation
Got
5.
'em.
That's
Got 'em.
because I have not gotten a PlayStation 4 yet, and it's do I pay $200 for a PlayStation 4? It's still $200, or do I somehow get myself a
Double-
PlayStation 5?
Spend it twice as much, and then you have 2 libraries.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes with, because I have PlayStation Plus, it would come with all those games. It comes with 20 free games that are comes with God of War and stuff. I don't know. You were saying something about the resolution of the games. The only thing is, if I had an Xbox One, I wouldn't need to care. I'd just stream it, and I don't know if it will. It may not play it in 4K, but I'm streaming. Whenever you're streaming the game, you're playing on whatever the best hardware Microsoft has is for it. They just upgraded all of their streaming hardware or they did it a while ago, to whatever the Series X. So they just upgraded all their streaming hardware to that. So if you're streaming on your phone or on or on your computer and it's a game, it's the equivalent of a Series X. Just through the internet. So don't play a first-person shooter on it. But Dragon Quest, heck yeah.
In games where you actually can have lag and won't matter.
Exactly.
Now imagine playing a rhythm game.
Oh gosh,
Oh, that'd be bad.
I played Celeste through Stadia, and I didn't hate myself. But Panzer Dragoon felt weird. I do have to say that. Lord Dweedle said something about we need to start looking at UIs for games. At 4K, you don't even notice the pixels. We were at HD at some of the higher HD resolutions. It's hard for people to spot things. So 4K is a mess. Get things to run on whatever we have right now, and I don't need 4K gaming. Uncanny Valley is too far. Can we just go back to Undertale's graphics?
Undertale's graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
know what?
500 megabyte file to download.
No,
500, that's
Undertale's too
pretty-
complex for me, guys. I need Tetris.
You need
level of
Tetris.
graphics.
Yeah, Tetris, the original Tetris, OG.
Oh my gosh. We need Thomas's Alone. That's where we need, where everything is just a brick, different size bricks.
Just go back to the CDI, man.
Yeah, the
I,
CDI.
I want a CDI.
Yeah, they're probably expensive.
Oh no, they are.
They are.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Oh god. That's the thing about those stupid consoles. Now they're all expensive.
Yeah, because no one wanted them.
Just emulate them. Come on.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think CDI
emulation's
has a
not
good
the
emulator.
same.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I think I've finally decided that I'm gonna try streaming my 3DS and see how that works. Like,
That'll be fun.
Which method?
huh?
Which method? Because there's two.
I don't know. There's one way where I can stream the new 3DS to a computer using some application, and then
All right, through the Wi-Fi thing.
yes,
Just gonna forewarn you. You cannot stream original DS games through that way, so do
Really?
keep that in mind.
oh no,
And it's kind of unreliable from my research.
come on. There's actually an article about last week or 2 weeks ago, where a guy he hooked up a DS to two big screens, and
I saw that.
yeah. So I messaged the guy, and he's the one who told me to do that. Nice guy, really nice guy. The way he did it was through a dev kit, and so
Okay.
if I was like, hey, can I talk to you about this? And he's a really nice guy. So it's this guy, and he just hooked up through a dev kit, and I don't know if it's like it's the 3DS resolution was 480, I think. It's really small. It's really small. Man, we got some. It's like so like whatever. Chat's being very very helpful tonight. So I apologize if I miss anything. I do remember Matt though did have something to say about why Microsoft was not buying up smaller publishers.
You gotta buy the big ones that will make back the money.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's nothing against your mom and pop ones, but Blizzard Activision is a billion-dollar company.
It's $1 billion. It's $68 billion.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of revenue yearly.
Yearly? Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, look, go quote the Atari Jaguar, do the math. You're gonna make your money back versus that smaller acquisition. You might not. Microsoft can, of course, always foot the bill. But at the same token, if
Yeah.
I was Microsoft, hey, what do I want to bid on? The horse that has low odds, or the horse that's guaranteed to make back the money eventually?
Yeah. But so if I was, and I still want to do this, I mean I can't anymore because someone's already doing stuff with this. But like, I would love to make enough money to just get one of these franchises, get a Bubsy, right? A game that people have not seen in 20 years. And the game I wanted to buy Interplay, essentially. No one's seen anything from Interplay in 20 years. And I know exactly what they've been doing, so someone in the chat might say that they were working on a retro console and with a new Earthworm Jim, and that Earthworm Jim is coming out with a TV show. So I've, obviously missed my chance.
Another one?
Yes,
Another
Earthworm Jim
one?
TV show. But like, it's
The
not.
original, that was pretty funny.
What?
The original Earthworm Jim show is actually pretty fun. I've been watching some clips recently. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Me too.
I've gotta watch
It's actually really funny.
I have not seen it in forever. I do not remember any of it. Yeah, Bubsy is relaunched. Like, I would like to take one of those, right? Because for me, it would not be about that. It would be making IP, because that's what Nintendo has, right? Nintendo has IP. Buy Pitfall. Buy, I mean, honestly, buy the video game rights to E.T.
well, you know who has Pitfall now, right? Microsoft.
Activision Blizzard. Oh, they have Atari, don't they?
Sorry to
No,
crush your
Atari's
dreams,
still its
man.
own entity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
just
man.
specifically Pitfall. Specifically.
Yeah, I remember it was Activision. Yeah. It's so weird. Like the old Crash show. Yeah, now we're gonna get more of that. But that's the thing, like, Nintendo rests on its IPs. And, you're always gonna buy a Mario game, you're always gonna buy a Sonic game, you're always gonna, because even if it's even a bad Sonic game, people will buy. So that's what I would do. I'm still waiting for my copy. I'm still waiting for my copy. Bird Culture still needs to send me my copy of Sonic 06. He said, "Do not buy it. I will send it to you."
It's the greatest game.
Yeah, I'm
Fantastic.
so excited. I can't wait for Sonic to kiss some girl.
Hey.
It's not weird. It's
Hey, the
Sonic.
best part about that game is standing on a box and going to the moon. It's great.
Standing on a box and going to the moon.
Yeah, there's a glitch where if you stand on a box, any box in the game, just stand on a box, go
What?
on the edge, and then do like the slide move with Sonic. And for some reason, the box starts going up and up and up and up, and it'll go straight to space. They had space up there for some reason.
Oh
So
my
you go
God.
straight to space, and eventually you hit the sky. And when you hit the sky, it's a game over. 'Cause
Okay.
then
I was gonna say, does the
box
moon have like?
crushes Sonic, and then you just crash down.
I was gonna say, does the
Um,
moon have a collider? Can you stand on the moon? Because that'd be amazing.
No, you don't get to
I'm
the moon.
sorry.
It's just literally a black space. But like, you could see Earth. So I was like, they created this. Why?
Yeah. That's
Sorry, I'm just
amazing.
thinking The Simpsons. I need to go. My people need me.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
on its
exactly what
way
happens.
home back to his planet.
Or no, that's more so in the Silver boss fight when Silver when you're out of bounds with Silver grabs you. It's no use.
It's no
Take
use.
this and then launches you to space. It's great.
It's no use is just amazing. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm a content creator as a whole because of It's No Use and Sonic 06. Because if I didn't see that stuff on Game Grumps, like, I don't know if I would have laughed, hard enough to make me be like, you know what, this is some stupid stuff I have to do someday.
Look,
Yeah.
as a person that loves Jank,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
Let the Jank flow through you.
it's a matter of time until I play Sonic 06. It's not how, it's when. Professor Spacetime. Not where are we, when are we?
Wait till your Jank curiosity eventually leads you to this.
Is
No.
that Ride Tail Retribution?
Never.
I
No,
don't have the
sealed.
box.
I gotta play it.
I don't
Couldn't-
have the box
couldn't pay
for
me.
it.
Nope.
I brought it out, and someone was yelling at me for having it, but I have it. So I still have to play it. Just remember that there is a point where it will lock you, so you have to be careful. There's a point near the end where it will lock you, if you're not very careful.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Whatever. That's the game. Okay. What's the jankiest games of all time? I was gonna say, what's the jankiest game that you've ever played? How about that? Let's
that's
go with that.
That's super easy.
Because I will tell you, the glitchiest thing I ever had was I got hard locked in Lego Star Wars 2 for the Nintendo DS. That was my most sad moment in gaming. I fell beneath the boss or something. He grew like 7 sizes, and I couldn't get out. I couldn't save. And this was like, I had already saved, so I was just done. I guess KK, what is the most janky?
Oh, Frogger the Great Quest for the PS2. 100%.
Oh, yeah?
Don't even need to think about it. 100%. One of the worst and jankiest games I've ever played in my life. Oh my god. Like, the fact is, there are like, I think, 15 levels in the entire game, and you could, with the amount of glitches and stuff in that game, like, normally that would take, like, I don't know, it's not a very long game, so, like, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours, I don't know. People can beat it in 26 minutes or less with the amount of jank. You can go over walls, you can fall through the ground. Frogger just doesn't control well at all. There was one point
Oh no.
where I beat a boss, and he kind of sank through the ground. So the game didn't identify that I beat the boss. And what's supposed to happen is a cutscene's supposed to play, but it didn't play. So
Oh, no.
for 10 minutes, I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong, and it turns out I didn't beat the level, so I had to restart, and I had to do the entire level again. So yeah.
No, I hate that. I hate when that happens. I even glitched out of Mario. Wow, why am I blanking out? Sunshine, Mario Sunshine. Oh my god, I love how we're talking about bird culture and he raids us. Bird culture. We were just talking about Sonic 06, your favorite game. I hope you had a lovely stream playing Death Stranding.
Hi, Bird.
And we're gonna continue talking about Sonic 06. And I guess I don't typically take these tangents, but I'll show you guys my water bottle. Mad Dialga is a extremely talented artist, and it's all like various. Honestly, it's various Game Grumps stuff, including some stuff from the Sonic 06, which is if you see the Knuckles just hanging nowhere, and yeah, was that it's Frank saying "How's it going, dude?" from House Party, which is another Game Grumps, thing. This is also Sonic 06.
Water bottles, this and that, and there's just me with my red Solo cup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you guys remember the dolphin from Sonic 06, where it just leaps over? It just like has this weird leap cycle.
The orca?
Or the orca. So yeah, so that's the orca. Anywho, more Sonic 06 stuff.
Yeah.
So everyone who's here or in chat, what is the jankiest experience you have had in a video game? Coptimus?
Oh, a classic horrible game. I'm gonna have to go with Superman 64. I mean, walls are just kind of like an idea in that game. Scenes that just don't load in. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I mean, you can go through rings that it just doesn't seem to count. The camera, the controls, just horrible. Absolutely horrible. There was one maybe that was pretty bad for the Panasonic Real 3DO that I played, but I can't remember the name of it, so I'm gonna have to go with the S64.
Yeah, no,
that's stay away. Just stay away. Not worth it.
I love how in that game, how after you go through the rings, it gives you like I think what was it, 10 seconds, 5 seconds? Like lift a car or something, and if you don't and you fail, you have to do it all again.
Yeah. So
second level, figure it out. Go now.
Yeah. No. The game at least says one thing nice. At least as long as you beat the ring stages 3 times, it does start you off right there.
Oh, really? You have to beat the ring 3 times?
Yeah, no. If like you fail that section, if you do the ring section 3 times, it doesn't put you back.
Oh, really?
Mind you, who has gone to the last stage of that game here?
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
I've never played
I have to do it. I have to do it. My parents have to be proud of me. Someone asked, was it Talk Shows Unmuted? Asked which Sonic is Sonic 06. That's the jank one. I feel like we should just reaffirm. Sonic 06 is the jank Sonic that broke all Sonic games, because Sonic had some questionable games. Is that? I'm like, is that Deadly Premonition?
Sonic 06 right there. Deadly Premonition.
I just beat it actually last week.
Wait, is it? Because people like Deadly Premonition.
It's good.
Yeah, people like Deadly Premonition.
It's jank.
Okay.
It's good jank.
Okay.
Second one's more jank. That's the one that people not really like.
Because didn't they shadow drop Deadly Premonition and Premonition 2 onto Switch or something?
Yeah.
1, yes. 2, like, hey, it's coming out soon, and it's been out for a while now.
Yeah.
$30 on Amazon right now, folks.
Guys,
not
do
sponsored.
Do it. Oh man. Yeah, I really want to play Sonic 06. The thing with Sonic,
you don't.
I do. I'll tell you, you don't want to play Sonic and the Lost Rings. Like though that 7
Sonic
rings in hand.
7 rings.
7 rings.
7 rings in hand.
Yeah, it's like an endless tutorial. It's horrible. It's
Who's gonna walk in place?
It's Sonic and the 7 Rings of Hell.
Though, can I at least say one thing? The sequel, Black Knight, is not a bad game.
Right, Black Knight's supposed to be okay.
Yeah, Black Knight is missed opportunity. The game.
Right.
To me, it's like a 6 out of 10. The sequel, like Black Knight's an okay game. It's truly an okay game. But I've gotten fights with people defending, saying it's an okay game.
Yeah. Tell them to just play Sonic and the Secret Rings and then get back to you.
See, they didn't mind Secret Rings.
Really? That game is just a list of challenges. It's not even. Or at least when I played
No.
it was a list
No.
of challenges.
Calling it challenges is a compliment. It's a list of chores.
It's a list of chores. Janky chores. And people hate on Sonic 06. Sonic 06 at least was interesting. I don't know.
You can break the game to your will sometimes.
You can, yeah. What do the rings do for Tails? So Tails just throws rings. What do they do? Nothing. Like what? You can't
There's no
collect
discernible
them?
way to tell his ring from a real ring.
Oh my gosh, it's so.
Does that mean Tails is a mixed counterfeit?
Yeah, like legit.
If we say Eggman is the criminal of that world,
Right. We need justice. We need justice. Oh man. I mean, how happy were you when this first Sonic trailer came out and it was just like, I don't know what I was expecting. The first Sonic movie trailer came out and it was just like, I don't know what I was expecting. These people made a warhog. There's no such thing as a warhog. Yeah. Too much fun.
I didn't actually see the Sonic movie. Was it how was
It was
that?
okay.
I heard mixed reviews.
It was better than suck. You know, it was passable, and Jim Carrey's fun, right? Like, it's not a
Jim
great
Carrey,
movie,
right?
but it's not a extremely. It's not Arcane. I think Arcane is kind of the new standard for video game adaptations. I think Rampage.
Pikachu, I thought that was a good movie.
What? Which one?
Detective Pikachu, I thought was good. Sonic, if this makes sense.
I saw Detective Pikachu. I didn't mind.
Detective Pikachu was fun, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily good. Oh, sorry. It was good. It was good. It just How do you even explain Detective Pikachu? Because it's such an offshoot. Welcome back, KK.
Sorry, my internet was going funky for a second there. I missed that entire Sonic conversation.
That's okay. We're on Detective Pikachu now. I think you know what. Poll in chat: is Detective Pikachu a good or bad movie? I think it was a good movie, right? But I don't think
movie.
But it's weird because when people talk about video game movies, they talk about video game adaptations, and that's not an adaptation of Pokemon. It's the adaptation of a video game no one played. Go on. Sorry, Upside Down.
No, I was about to say, this is how I view the Sonic the Hedgehog movie to the Detective Pikachu movie. Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, is a good kids' film. Right. It's not an amazing film. Detective Pikachu is a great kids' film and a good film.
Right. But have you seen Arcane?
Nope.
So Arcane puts all of these to shame. It's not a film. It's a
Was that the League of Legends thing?
It is. Yeah. And I quit League of Legends like 6 years ago or something and never looked back. Haven't played a single game since. But I have
Probably
to admit,
better for your health.
It's oh my god, it's so much better. Actually, you know what it was? You play Japanese video games, and I went to a buddy of mine who plays Japanese video games and has the largest video game collection I've ever seen in my entire life. And I turned to him and I'm like, how do you play all these games? I'm like, he's like, well, I play them. I'm like, I play League of Legends. He's like, yeah, that's how you don't. If you were playing 40 hours a week of League of Legends, how would you be able to play any other game? And so instead of playing League of Legends, I quit and I went to all these other games, which, you can see behind me. But I think League of Legends also cheats, because the movie is not about the game. Sorry, it's a series. The series is not about the game. It's about the origin story of two characters. Because the game itself is like, it's like a sport. It's like football. And how do you make a movie about the sport of football? You can't unless you make it around the characters themselves. And anywho, whatever. But yeah, that is excellent, honestly. And so, I don't know. That's the thing with the Sonic movie. It was fine, and same with Detective Pikachu. For me, it was they're just both kind of fine.
Hey, I mean, one's getting a sequel, and the other one got canceled. So,
wait, which one got canceled?
Oh, Detective Pikachu 2. That was supposed to happen. It got canceled? Yeah.
When did that happen?
I found that out a little while back. Yeah,
I thought
got canceled.
That was going to get a sequel.
It was supposed to, but then it just never happened.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's for the better.
I think it's still in I would think it's still in development, but maybe I'm wrong because they're still working on the second game.
I think I read something that said like the main guy, the main actor who did that, did an
Ryan
interview and said that it wasn't
Reynolds.
not him.
Okay.
He was just like, I think he like said like, yeah, they were in production, but then it just like fell apart, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was very sad when I read it, so I hope I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was canceled.
Well, assuming the worst, hey, yeah, at least went off with a good film versus a crappy sequel.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I went back to the Mario Brothers movie. It's surprisingly fun. So we did have video game movies that were good. They're just a different type of good. They're Deadly Premonition good.
So bad they're good.
So bad they're good.
Mario and Luigi Mario.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so what were some of the other topics that we were going to go on? I know there was.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
I didn't talk about my most janky game yet.
yes. Here we go.
Now, for the longest time, I said Superman 64 was the worst game I ever played. It's not anymore.
I mean, E.T. must be worse than that.
I've actually had some people who have said, no, that's not the worst game they've played. And I've seen them beat it on stream. No,
Yeah.
it is Cyberdillo for the 3DO. It might not be the worst game casually, but trying to beat it is the most offensive and terrible Doom clone I have ever seen. Like, I am not joking. You know those Windows 95, 98 screensavers where it's like walking down a maze? It's basically like that, except the things that are attacking you is a fire extinguisher with a 69 written on it for no reason.
Oh.
No reason. Random happy bouncing balls attacking you.
Oh no.
And those textures on those walls vary from every stage. So there literally is, and I'm not kidding, one of the stages has a graphic of someone taking a piss.
No.
Seriously.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm not kidding. And every stage you have to go find an item to end the stage immediately. And you have to find the rear end of a dog.
No.
Seriously. And trying to beat the game, it's not balanced. And the last quarter of the game, they decide to stop giving you health, replenishes, instead of giving you health down items.
Health downs.
Yeah, health downs.
It doesn't make sense. These things don't.
And here's the thing: do you think you're gonna keep this, replenish your HP between stages? Superman 64 does that.
This sounds like South Park 64. This does not sound like. Oh man.
Like, I'm not even kidding. As I streamed it, I literally said this game is worse than Superman 64, and people said, apologize to Superman 64. I said, screw you all. I'm playing Superman 64 right now on my Nintendo 64 and proving to you how much better of a game it is.
Yeah.
And then they all thought I debated them because I'm good at Superman 64.
Well, the thing about Superman 64 was, from looking at the beta stuff, it wasn't going to be that bad a game. Same thing with Sonic 06. Like, the demo for Sonic 06, I remember did pretty well. The demo specifically.
Well, so what did well was the trailer for it. Like, leading
was it just
up
a
to
trailer? Didn't they release
Sonic
a first level?
It was like Sonic. It was like Sonic running in this big open field.
Yeah.
He goes through glass, and then there's the robots. Then he turns Super Sonic, goes through those random robots, and that was hype as heck. Then the demo came out where Sonic was in Kingdom Valley, and that's where things started to look a little sketch because people played that demo and they were like, "It's Sonic 06 to us," basically. What they've played was the actual stage that it is now. So they played it and they were like, it's okay. Because Kingdom Valley is like one of the better stages for Sonic there. But the demo wasn't that great. So people said it wasn't that great. Then they rushed it out and we have Sonic 06.
I can't, guys.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, the first time I never speedrun the game, but a speedrunner came to my chat when I was playing through the game and said, hey, you want to learn how to glitch to easy beat the final boss? I'm like, okay.
Sure.
So I immediately got one that you could buy gems in the game, just do this, and that, and I recently redid the glitch and okay, yeah, this is just as easy as I remember.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you could beat the whole entirety of like Sonic story in like 13 minutes. You only have to beat like 4 stages apparently, or something like that. It's wild.
You
Anyways,
know what? I'm just gonna look up for fun. What's the speed run for the Sonic campaign?
Yeah.
it is wild. The
And
speedrun community there is insane. There is one guy, number one for all of them. His name's like Nico something,
oh
and
my
he's
gosh.
number one in all the categories. It's
Yeah, his
freaking
name is
crazy.
Nick867. Sonic
Yeah.
story with real time without any loads is
Yeah.
36 minutes, 46 seconds, and 885 milliseconds. With load times, 54 minutes and 17 seconds.
That's
Wild.
insane.
Wild.
Do you at least get the cutscenes with someone kissing the rat, or
Well, I mean, in I would imagine not, because I mean, I don't think you can skip it actually.
I don't
So
think you
think
can
have
skip
to
those. I don't know.
But
I'm
the
not sure.
cutscenes, yeah, you can skip those.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
This is
could.
all-
You could.
this is all knowledge for me because I have to speed run that game, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
I was
You
about
gotta
to
get on
say,
it.
if you ever need any notes or help, go contact my friend Pete Dorr. He'd gladly, send you some links your way to learn some of the speedrun if you're interested.
KK speedruns Barbie Horse Adventure, so this will be uncharted territory. But you can make that
Mhm.
transition. You can make that transition.
Oh yeah, Sonic, Barbie on a horse to Sonic. Yeah, two
Yeah,
completely.
It's
exactly.
like the same
synonymous.
thing.
It's like the same thing. I don't know what you're talking
Same
about.
thing.
It's pretty much what's the difference.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
I'd argue the horse is faster than Sonic in that game. So.
yeah. Okay, Grimbomb says apparently Smartsy says it was canceled. Yeah, which is very sad for me. I don't know. I like the hyper realism that they had there. Grimbomb says Ryan says he's taking a short year off from working on movies. I mean, yeah, why not, right? Moving on to another topic, maybe not. I don't know. Coptimus, you had a bunch of them. Any of them that you want to bring up right
geez.
now?
Any that if you saw that looked interesting to you, I was just kind of rambling off a bunch
Oh,
of
that's fine.
ridiculous
I'll
crap
take a
off
look
the
in a
top of my
second.
head.
Because like I kind of like the conversation that
I'm
we're
on my
going
phone.
on.
I don't have a.
Yeah. I've got my phone here. I would have a tangential question, which is, what is the best Janky game you've ever played? And I think I'll get some great answers. So we'll do that, and I will find one of your questions. So, what is the most fun Janky game you've played? I guess a shout out for me would go to every Super Nintendo game I played, probably. We're talking Lion King, Super Star Wars, Lawnmower Man, Last Action Hero. All of these were so... You'd die in the first level. They'd be so over the top ridiculous. Lion King itself, you would not be able to get past the monkeys unless you knew the code. Let's be real. And why is Star Wars so hard? Why do they have it on Jedi mode? So
Jedi mode.
Jedi. But I will tell you, I don't know if it had mode 7. I believe that's the chip, right? But Lawnmower Man had 3D, and that blew my mind. It was really cool. For 1997 or whatever it is. it's so jank. KK, what is the best janky game you have ever played?
You know, as much as we just gave it shit for,
Yeah.
and the fact that I'm going to speedrun it, probably has to be Sonic 06 because I think it is hilarious in the best way, honestly. Specifically as Sonic. I don't know about Shadow or Silver, I don't know about them. But Sonic is just hilarious because he has a little meter that's supposed to go down when you use his abilities, but they never coded it correctly, so it doesn't. When you use those special rings that he gets, it's supposed to use energy, but it doesn't. So you could literally, once you buy those rings, you could break stages or anything, pretty much any. There's one where it's supposed to give Sonic like a double jump.
Yeah.
But no, you can just keep going, keep jumping, there's another one.
Well,
there's like
that's the one
blue
in
one.
Yeah, in Sonic Boom you can do that.
Yeah, and then the blue one, you could like you throw it somewhere. You go
that's
into
the Sky
first
Gem.
person mode. Yeah, you throw it somewhere, and then Sonic instantly just flings all the way over there. Like it's hilarious how
I mean,
how much
that's the
they
glitch how
encourage you to
you
break down.
take down the final boss.
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
really?
zoom past him.
So ridiculous. They
Pretty
never
bad,
finished that on Game Grumps, so I've never seen them actually finish the final boss. That was their last episode. They never finished the Sonic 06 game. They got up to the last boss and were like, that's it.
They're like, no more.
Yeah, it's poetic. It's poetic is what it is. Yes. You guys ready for another topic? Should we? Oh wait, sorry. Let's keep going. Sonic 06, Optimus. You didn't have an answer yet.
Best janky game.
Best
that I've ever
janky
played?
game.
Skyrim. Skyrim's like
Oh, yeah.
the ultimate janky ass game I've ever played. That is amazing. Like, who are we kidding? Skyrim is ridiculous. Talking to people, you can
Yeah.
clip through walls sometimes. You get slapped by a giant and go across the screen and just not stop rolling. I've been launched into the air multiple times, almost to not even come down from the sky.
Oh my
but
gosh.
amazing game. Like, who doesn't love Skyrim? Like, it's the most fun ever. But yeah, I think it's Jankiest person.
Yeah. No, you're good. Oh man. That is a good answer. That is a good answer. I mean, I'm trying to think, but once again, another shout out to every port of every console game on the Game Boy, or all of those that attempted to make a game but ended up being jank. I have Assassin's Creed for the Nintendo DS. Do you have Assassin's Creed for the Nintendo DS? You don't want it. It's really, really bad.
I got
Don't think
Skyrim on a Taito wristwatch. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever thought to myself, I want to play Assassin's Creed. Let me go bring out my Nintendo DS when I have an Xbox 360 right there.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I'll let
think
you know if I have the urge someday.
the king of ports, I believe, is well, there's a couple. There's Myst, there's Skyrim, there's
Doom.
Myst. Doom is the king, but I mean, I don't know. Official ports, N-Gage, like Resident Evil 4. The fact that was on the iOS, the GameCube, the PS2,
The Zeebo.
N-Gage, the Zeebo, like the chainsaw controller. I don't know. Anywho, so I'm gonna get to one of Optimus's questions. How much Pokemon is too much Pokemon? It's a very valid question. But also they noted with a massive amount of Pokemon games re-released and being out every year. Oh yeah, how much Pokemon is too much Pokemon if we're getting an overload of Pokemon all the time? And I guess my answer is wait till they put out a good game every time. I don't know, like they keep re-releasing the same stuff. I feel like it's a weird thing because I don't feel fatigued by Pokemon. I feel unamused, I guess.
But you're dealing with now like almost 1,000 Pokemon, and like what are we like?
So
how many Pokemon are you supposed to remember? Like, people are walking Pokedexes. I know a few people who are literally walking Pokedexes.
I don't
like. At what limit do you say it's too many?
I think they've hit it. Like, I think that they've realized now that they hit it. What? Did something happen? What, KK?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, cool.
Nothing. I figured out why I was glitching. Keep going.
Oh, sweet. So I think they've realized they hit it, which is why they're doing something like Arceus. And I'm sure they're going to do more mainline Pokemon games. But I think the frequency of the new Pokemon is going to decrease. And
I think you're going to see a great reset of Pokemon, and they're going to start structuralizing things in like regions like they kind of started doing in the beginning, because otherwise you get into so many Pokemon in one world. Like, what are we going to have? Like Pokemon 1 million,
Well, I mean, I still think they'll release and it'll get probably like 2,000. But the smartest thing they've done recently was make Alolan forms or make alternate forms of Pokemon people already knew, right? And then they're like, okay, people will remember these. They're not going to think that these new Pokemon are stupid because these are the same Pokemon they knew. And then with Arceus, they have starters from a bunch of different, from 3 different games. So it is a game that represents multiple games. And I feel like that's how they'll kind of do it. They'll blend games together while adding small things. So they could add 20 Pokemon, and you haven't seen some of these Pokemon in 7 years, so they'll seem new to you. That's how I see them doing this. They'll probably have to add new regions every once in a while and add more Pokemon. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean,
Matt, KK?
You could argue that Sword and Shield kind of pioneered that. As much as I don't like that game, I won't in terms of this topic. I mean, they had Galarian Pokemon count as like part of like the brand new Pokemon they introduced alongside that.
Yeah.
It was the first game where obviously the national dex wasn't really a thing. And that's where they finally set their foot down saying, "Hey, listen, we're not gonna have every single Pokemon." People hated it. But
yeah,
like
I hated it.
Oh yeah.
which I understand, but like, if they do choose to keep creating new Pokemon, then yeah, it's gonna get to that point where they can't exactly always do that.
I mean,
So like,
yeah.
I think if they're gonna do something, I think honestly they'll probably just keep creating new. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept it going past like 1,000 and whatever. But I think the way they're gonna do it is like the same way they've been handling it with Sword and Shield, and again Arceus, where Arceus has like a mix of different regions, as well as the Hisuian Pokemon, which is just the same Pokemon we know, just different.
Right.
So I think that's probably how they're gonna handle it.
Or samely, only
find ways to
different.
make new different.
Yeah.
Also, bless you, Matt.
Thank you. I had enough time to mute the mic.
I saw that. It was pretty. You are just incredible there. Matt, what do you think?
This is how I kind of feel on it. Going back to the Sword and Shield, I'm gonna roll back the clock a little bit. I think if they were transparent at the start, saying, "Hey, I don't think we can do it all," yeah, they would have gotten crap for it, no matter which way from Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I would like them to have been transparent from the get-go.
Yeah.
The only thing that slightly does get me is the DLC pass, and then they added more Pokemon that said they couldn't.
Yeah.
That's the only part that's got me a little like,
I-
guys.
I don't. Yeah. It's just like my issue with Pokemon is that they're the biggest multimedia franchise in the world, and if
Of all
Persona-
time, even.
of all time, yeah, of all time, and you can't tell me that Persona can have a live, voice acted, 40-hour minimum. Is it 60-hour minimum game, right? Like
like 60.
Right, an incredibly long game. An incredibly long game. And you can't, and that's that's Atlas, which is a fine studio, right? But you are the biggest. What I'm saying is, you are the biggest and most. You have all the money. You have all of the money. I don't have any more money because you took it.
And you have Nintendo money too.
Yeah, exactly. And you have Nintendo backing you, and you can't figure out ways to be innovative, inventive, like have all of your Pokemon in the game. Like that's just weird to me. Like flat rate, $10,000 per Pokemon for whatever 3 animations they need to do, and then I don't know. I'm saying they could hire
amazing.
I just want to latch on to that and say that I understand that there's every single move in the Pokédex, which makes it harder, but you could pull it off. Like you could pull it off, and you could make it sustainable. There's someone that could pull that off. I just believe in it. I don't know. Maybe it was a cost-benefit analysis that they're just like, it would cost too much to do that. We're just not going to do it. I don't know.
Someone once made An interesting point I saw, and this is maybe me not throwing crap towards Game Freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo has really, really, really talented programmers. I don't think Game Freak has as talented programmers, and I think that kind of does not help.
I
I
think
don't know.
like-
Makes
I would
you
blame
think
the
that. I mean, look at the
producer.
trees in Sword and Shield. Those are high quality trees.
Yeah, high quality PS2 trees.
I would blame the producers. I think that they've really taken some notes, and we're gonna see in like a week with 2 weeks with Arceus, because that's the other news.
Well,
My
uh,
Arceus
it's-
pre-order from
look at,
Nintendo
like,
is delayed.
this
From
week.
the Pokemon Center is delayed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Of any place.
Of any place. They're offering me a refund, but if I take the refund, I don't get the Arceus plushie that comes with it.
Yeah, I just wait the 2 weeks then.
Yeah, exactly. But anywho, like I just don't. Yeah, I can understand right now with Arceus, they're noticing and they're doing stuff. They're doing a lot, and this will I'm kind of hopeful with Arceus, but I've been hurt before. I don't want to be hurt again.
Me too. I am. As much as I want to buy, because you know something that did happen
What?
this week is that Arceus was leaked.
Yes,
people
I
are
didn't look
talking
at
about
that. I didn't look at it.
I didn't look at it either. I might have accidentally gotten a glimpse at a form that I didn't want to look at.
Yeah.
Because people are talking about the forms, and I don't want to touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
wanna see it. I don't want to know.
It's bad. It's
Um,
bad touch.
But from the vague reviews of people who have seen it and have seen the game and other things,
Sounds like they're a little mixed.
from my view, I've seen nothing but like mostly just like it looks good, but we don't know until I get to actually get my hands on it. People are excited about it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I don't think the same type of excitement was for Sword and Shield, which
Yeah.
has me, which is great.
Well, Sword and Shield
I'm
was
still
just a
gonna wait.
Pokemon game. That's the
Well,
thing.
this is also just because what we know right now about this game, right, is our main goal is to go out there, catch Pokemon,
Yeah.
and maybe fight a boss or two with the
Sure.
the super the Kleptor, that the Caesar thing. I forget.
Yeah, first he cuts things, that's Scissor.
Yeah.
Or it's Scyther,
But-
so he's sharp, and then Scissor, so he cuts things, and then it's Kleptor, so he's a kleptomaniac and he steals things.
And then we have the idea that like you'll have different tasks. You get to craft things, which is neat. Pokemon will literally beat you up, which is funny.
Yeah.
Like
Let's be honest, in the real world, that's what totally would happen.
a
Yep.
Starly won't beat you up, but a Shinx does not care. So that'll be hilarious to
Yeah.
game over thanks to a Shinx.
Yeah.
I hope to a Bidoof personally, but that's neither here or there. Anyways, like
Bidoof's the best Pokemon.
Oh, I
100%.
can't. I really am excited. Oh, is that a Bidoof? I didn't realize. I
yeah,
didn't realize that's what it
It's
was.
crazy that people are so hungry for this that they don't even know the game they're getting, and they've got it pre-ordered, and they're like just
Well,
chomping at the bit to play this.
Yeah.
And all
like
they've
we
seen
really,
is like
we really don't know what we
videos.
got.
And you have no idea. They have your money,
They-
and you don't even know
Yeah.
what you got.
Like,
but it's
Truth be
different
you might
told,
from.
have a nice shiny turd, right?
No, they've never put out anything that bad
It's
except for
Pokemon, of
Pokemon
course.
Dash.
It's not gonna be.
Like I'm giving them a lot of crap, but this year they put out new Pokemon Snap out of
Well, that-
nowhere.
That cafe one on the Switch was kind of cheese.
It was cheese,
I mean,
but it was fun.
That was to be fair, that
It's a
was a
phone
mobile
game.
game,
Yeah,
released a year ago,
Yeah,
and they just re-released it,
yeah.
changed the name,
We want money. We want money. It's
and
Pokemon.
still no one's
buy
playing
it.
Yeah,
No one's playing it still.
I mean, I'll tell you, I played a bit of Pokemon Cafe, and it was fine. Like, there are a few
got a
Pokemon
name on
games that are bad. And
I like the
Or did you-
Picross one, the little Picross puzzle one.
Right,
I
that
thought that
was-
was great. I had
yeah.
so much
Puzzle?
fun.
exactly. That was
Conquest,
free.
anybody?
What which one?
Pokemon Conquest? Huh?
Dude, I said it.
Anyone?
I'm the one who
No,
wanted
he
to
did, but
stream
I
on
got pretty
3DS
far in it.
just to play it.
Conquest is one of the best Pokemon spin-offs I've ever played. It's so good.
Good, I got it.
you
yeah.
know, you know the crossover game?
It's a crossover. Yeah, it's the one where
Nobunaga's edition.
right.
Pokemon and Destiny Warriors. I
No,
think.
it's not. It's not Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors.
No, it's
What's it
Matt
called?
knows. Yeah,
Nobunaga's edition.
yeah, of course. This
Which I
is why
have
I
a
brought Matt
copy. I
here.
just never played it.
This is exactly why I brought Matt here, because you'd know it. And the
I don't know. I just know stuff.
well, yeah, that's the thing. You know Japanese games, and I don't. The samurai evolve with the Pokemon, which is just like the weirdest
If
thing.
you have the right partner.
If you have the right partner, something like that. Yeah, I don't remember. I played a little bit of it.
Really
I have not
dope.
gotten far
It's
enough.
really dope. It's
But-
really
I
dope.
made
But,
my
like-
Eevee into a Vaporeon. Worth it.
Mhm.
Yeah. There are few bad Pokemon games, and they're very easily identifiable. For instance, if you're talking to Pikachu, there's a chance it's going to be Jank. If the game is called
about
Pokemon
that.
Channel, I don't know what you were expecting.
What are you talking about? That's not a game.
It's not even a game.
I agree with that. Wait. No, that's not fair. There is an emulator to have that little Pokemon Mini in there. So there's games in there, but the game itself is not a game.
It's not a game. It's
Wait,
just
the
Yeah, the little
Pokemon
Pokemon
Channel.
Mini console that came out in the 2000s
Wasn't
that
that
completely
fine?
flopped.
wasn't that fine? Didn't people like that? I still don't have one of those. Yeah.
I don't have one either, but there
Yeah.
is.
I got one.
They
Oh, nice.
extracted the emulator at Pokemon Channel, so now you can play those games if you really want.
Oh wow, that's dope.
still not a game.
Yeah,
It's just
Pokemon Channel.
It's just a way to watch videos and play.
Some time.
But like the worst, what was the worst mainline or semi-mainline Pokemon game? Like
and
maybe what?
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield. Well, actually, I think the answer is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon or whatever it is. Or sorry, Sun and Moon.
Oh,
Because
why does
I would have said X and
Come on,
Y.
bro.
I didn't care about X and Y. Or no, sorry, White 2, Black and White.
I actually
2
have never
or
played
something.
Black and
That
White or
game
White
is
2.
fire.
It was deep, but I just like stall my mission to play it. Maybe it was too deep.
Oh, showing the good stuff. I have to play
And
it
it's still
finally.
sealed. I've never played it.
No way.
Well,
my
that's
man.
wild.
My man. I've never
That
played
game
it.
is worth so much.
Oh, it's Sun and Moon. Okay.
The
Oh,
Sun
trust
and-
me. You want? Hold on.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
you
on.
want to see something worth a lot?
Okay, let's see this.
Go look up the price.
What is
Go look
that?
up the price.
Is it American?
Sola Torobo, Red the Hunter. Go look up the
Alright.
price.
Okay,
Let
let's
me
do this.
know
Let's do
what's
this.
it.
Sola Torobo.
Red the Hunter.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
Just wait, guys.
Here we go. Here we go. After these brief
Oh.
messages. Shopping.
Oh, okay.
And mind you, just for fun fact, that's the first game I ever pre-ordered.
Used
Alright.
it says 65 on eBay, but that's probably a fake
That's a
cart.
fake.
Yeah.
That's a fake.
Loose. So the loose price for this, right? Just getting
Yeah.
the cart,
Yeah.
200,
Yeah.
228.70. So $228. The like if you
Is
buy
it a good
it
game?
brand
it's a
new,
good game.
it's like about
cool.
$500.
And it's a sequel to another super duper rare game.
And is it
An-
which you also
Another
have?
super duper rare game. That what kind of guy would even own that?
Yeah, seriously. Is it and it's an American game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But Tail
That's wild.
Concerto, this is another stupid expensive one for PS1.
Oh man.
I got for a whopping $20.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's man, game collecting is a pain these days. And I guess I should also just touch on something Tuba Swan said, and that is the same. Well, the Sun and Moon needed one change. It was the tutorial. That's really what brings down Sun and Moon. The fact that the tutorial
Oh, yeah.
cannot be skipped literally ruins
Ultra
the
Moon-
game.
Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun fixed that.
Did
you
they?
can skip cutscenes. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can skip cutscenes. Brand new story.
okay, well then I have to get a copy of that. But also, I
Pokemon.
stand by what I
I
said.
I will concede if you say Sun and Moon are bad.
That's what I said.
But Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun.
I said
are
Ultra Sun,
pretty
Ultra
damn-
Moon, and then I
pretty
corrected
good.
myself because Sun and Moon obviously are the inferior ones regardless. And then,
Also,
you know,
also it has the best Pokemon boss. Like
Oh.
I've seen people like wipe out to Ultra Necrozma.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I've gotta
It's
get a
wild.
copy.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll play that again. Anywho.
I think it's a good romp. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Sun and
Yeah.
Moon, fine. Go ahead, rip it a new one. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a great game. Like it is passable, and I guess that's just my point. Like the games end up passable. They haven't made an incompetent RPG.
And X and Y, I have no clue.
X and Y is fine, and it was the first
X and
time that
Y's
they
fine.
did 3D. So that was really inventive and interesting. It runs at 30 FPS, but whatever.
I mean,
That was
for
fun as
an
well.
RPG, I think 30 frames is fine.
It's fine.
I think that,
and then some.
but I think that was the only thing, right? When you think about X and Y, what's the one thing you think of? Oh, it's 3D. Cool.
Yeah. No, but that was the first time it was in 3D. It's like Pokemon Stadium, right? Or Pokemon Stadium American. I'm gonna just say any Pokemon Stadium, because Pokemon Stadium in Japan is Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium in America is the Japanese Pokemon Stadium 2. Basically, it's the first time we're seeing Pokemon in 3D. Essentially, a huge amount of them. First time we're playing a mainline Pokemon game in 3D. So it has that special place. No one's looking at Pokemon Stadium and being like, "That's a bad game," because it just does what it went out to accomplish. Because it's
You
the first one to
battle
do it.
Pokemon, and that's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do. And well, they also had mini games, and you could play
Yeah, the
Pokemon
mini games are fire.
at double speed. So it has an emulator for. Well, it has a emulation system for Game Boy on it, and you can play Pokemon at like double speed or 4 times, I think. So, and you can get Surfing Pikachu. Yeah, you're gonna say something, Matt?
I was about to say, yeah, with the transfer pack, which is like really the only thing it's ever used for.
Yeah, a couple things. Do you remember that there was a Nintendo Power that GoldenEye was going to have? I think through the transfer pack, you're going to be able to use Game Boy cameras files to put your face in GoldenEye. GoldenEye has the most.
I think that's Perfect Dark.
Oh, Perfect Dark. Yeah. This is why we have Matt. This is great. I love it. But yeah, I feel like people don't raise the bar for Pokemon and the standards they're willing to release a game at. They're just gonna buy it. We're just gonna buy it. But
that's the problem.
That's the
argument, right?
That's the problem. That's Coptimus's argument. But I guess it's only a little bit different, but it is a little bit different than like, I don't know, Call of Duty, Duty of Call of Duty 8. You know,
I mean,
yeah.
Let's say this is what we talked about before. We went live.
Yeah.
It's as long as the bottom line's not gonna be affected, why innovate? And I don't mean that to be mean or nasty. It's unless there's an inspiration there, investors don't care. As long as you are making me profit, you're making me money.
Yeah.
What's the innovation?
They don't need to make a Pokemon game ever again. They don't.
You got all the same results from all the sports games too. It's not like people aren't lined up to buy the new NBA, the new NHL, the new football. They're all pre-ordered, and they know it's going to be like what the fans are a little bit more graphically enhanced. Like it's not like they're going to have some revolutionary new technology. It's just updated rosters and things like that.
But here we are, right, with Pokemon, and this new game is far from what we've seen in the past. It's not. They are taking a risk in the smallest way. They're taking a risk, because they're making a pseudo mainline game. Yeah, because here's why. It's no longer casual. The second you get rid of turn-based battling, it is a different genre, and
but it's still there.
I don't know. Is it actually? Because I know some of those battles are not turn-based.
I mean, yeah, they are. No,
it's still turn-based.
Yeah,
some of them
so
are
like
action battles.
What happens is catching Pokemon is no longer like in the process. Like you can still do it, but like you can like just throw a Pokeball at like in the trailers, you throw a Pokeball, it works.
Okay.
And then they'll start to attack the trainer, and then you can dodge and things like that.
Yeah.
But in order to like battle it, you would throw out your Pokemon, and then they would go into turn-based that we know and love, but with a twist.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
So it's still there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think
But they
this one.
still lose nothing. They can still make as many other Pokemon games as they want. I mean, look at the
Exactly.
Metroid franchise, making side-scrolling Metroid games, branching into 3D Metroid games, coming back to side-scrolling Metroid games. Nobody
It's
cares. They're still just as hungry for it as they ever were. So
Matt,
you
it's
can still make all your
my
chibi
turn.
Pokemon games and everything else, and make your branching out. I mean, look at the guys that are making Dark Souls. They do all the Dark Souls games, but they're also branching out into other kinds of games with this Elden Ring, with the
Yeah.
Sekiro, with
Or
other
rather, I
ones
should
where they.
say, or re-branching out. Go play their old catalog stuff. It's weird.
What they have?
But it allows them to not have their the people that love Dark Souls hate the new Dark Souls because it has some sort of game mechanic in it that they didn't want. They can create a completely different game with a bunch of other game mechanics and say, hey, you know, this works. We can drag this into the new Dark Souls game and give people that, just kind of build off of it. It's quite genius, actually.
Huh. Yeah.
Yep.
As long as it's not Pokemon Dash, though I do still want a copy of Pokemon Dash. Apparently that game is barely a game. I remember
Kinda
liking it
wanted
when it
to.
came out.
You kind of just literally just tell your Pokemon where to
And you
go.
have to like
with the
keep
little
you have
thing.
to keep
So-
I think moving it. I think you have to keep
Yes, you just
scratching
keep
that screen.
doing that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That's
What
why
about
it's barely a
Snap? Do
game.
you guys think there's going to be more Snap? Do you think Snap's dead?
I don't think Snap's dead. I think it's sold. Did sell well.
I think it's.
I don't think
Think
we'll
we're gonna
see
see
one in
more
a
Snap?
long time.
Right. Like I don't think it's a mainline game, right? But
It'll be
I-
something they'll release when they feel like the nostalgia is high. I feel like.
exactly. Like
Uh,
I would think it did well. It's always going to be a nostalgia game. I feel like they're
Oh.
always going to be able to make money off of it.
Oh,
But
for
I-
sure. That I think that thing sold out like hotcakes because when people that got
Yeah.
announced, people were hype as heck.
And like
Rightfully so.
the-
Snap is a great game.
it not only is it a great game, it is a lore builder, and it's something that gets you into the world of Pokemon.
It's immersive, yeah.
It's extremely immersive, and like, man, why'd this bend? But you know, here's the poster they give you at the Nintendo store. But like, it's extremely immersive, and it gets you into the world, and I thought that was super needed for for the franchise. Like, what else
Mm-hmm.
gets you that far in? Because your animations in Pokemon Sword and Shields sure don't. So, yeah.
I think everybody's kind of taking a look at the way that Marvel is doing things in modeling and creating something that has longevity down the road, that like putting in these little, all these movies, having them line up to something bigger, where if other companies can kind of get this idea and, other franchises and build off of that, they can kind of achieve the same success.
Pokemon
Possibly.
hasn't really done that, I think.
They might be lining up to, though. They're branching out into newer other games. I mean, they already are huge. They have video games. They got card games. They got
But they've always had
television
that.
series. They got major motion pictures.
Yeah.
Like you just wait. They're gonna have actual Pokemon you can freaking robotic, or they're gonna freaking genetically modify and make a Pokemon, and I'll buy them.
There
I'll
are
freaking bunch of Sandshrews. You better believe it.
There are talking Pikachu and Eevees that you can buy. I have seen them.
Exactly.
I do not own one of them, but the thing is, they didn't. The goofy thing about Pokemon is that they didn't need to do any of it. They just Leroy Jenkins it and did it all at once, and it just worked out for them. They did the movie franchise, and they did the video game franchise, and they did the anime franchise, and oh yeah, you gotta have Agumon.
Still doing.
And they did all of it, the card game, all of it at once.
We're going.
They didn't need a strategy. It was just make cute things and make decent games.
The one thing that I can give the Pokemon franchise, many that have come after it have failed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pretend you've never played the games, but you watch the anime. You know how Pokemon works. You play the card game. You know how Pokemon works. You know there's rock, paper, scissors mechanic in there.
Yeah.
You play the role-playing game, because there's a role-playing game, go figure. You know how it all works.
There's a role-playing game?
Yeah, there is. Jay Wiz did a video on it.
Okay.
But think about it. With Pokemon, it's very carefully crafted. I don't think they Leroy Jenkins it like you said. They carefully crafted each, so you know how Pokemon works in this context, and you already know how it works in that context.
Yeah.
You know how it works in this context. You know how it works in that context.
That's very smart.
Think about it. They were genius, really. If you truly think about it as a whole. Like, sure, some Pokemon games do break a little conventions, like Pokken, where weaknesses aren't a thing, but you know that they attack. You know they battle each other.
Yeah.
The world's still compatible between one game to the next medium. Not every franchise can say that.
Very interesting.
You know,
the rock,
think
paper,
about it,
scissors thing.
Yeah, and like you know how the world works as you jump between these mediums. It's not like they all of a sudden said, "Hey, let's say with Digimon, you know, as much as I love my Digimon,
Of course.
you know, look, you play the anime, the games, the virtual pets are beyond different. You can't just jump one into the other. Yeah, you can recognize Agumon among others, but
Yeah.
generally speaking,
I'm more of a
they're
Patamon
different.
guy.
They're different beasts.
Yeah.
You know, virtual pet and watching the anime, you know, you're literally just feeding something that, you know, eats, poops, etc.
Yeah.
Digimon, unless you're playing the first Digimon game, which is a little compatible, generally speaking, they are rapidly different between each medium.
Weird.
And even each game can be significantly different.
I think I remember them being fun, but I don't remember like them being accessible for sure.
Just go play Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Made by the guys who did Wild Arms. You got a quality product
Cyber
there.
Sleuth 2, I think, is the one that's on Switch, right?
Both of them are. They're on a dual cart or
Okay,
yeah, single cartridge.
it's typically very cheap on GameStop. I notice, and I haven't.
Yeah, go
gotten it.
pick it up. It's worth your time. Or you can
Sweet.
just get the two games separately on PS4.
Oh yeah, no, you know I'm going to go for a hard copy.
Or I don't know, someone here wants the Vita copy.
I want a Vita copy. Yeah, I can do that.
Do it. Just gotta
Never
get the
had it,
Asian release.
No interest.
An Asian release. Wow, yeah. Gosh. So, going to say, no. There's just so many different topics that we can talk about. I love dwelling on these conversations based off of Jank games because I think Jank games as a whole have just a special place in all of our hearts.
100%.
Man. So
I mean,
guilty pleasures.
yeah.
There's one Jank game I like.
Yeah,
and it's
hit me.
Eurotrash Jank.
Ooh. Yeah, hit me.
And because I never did mention which one was my favorite,
You didn't?
Jank game. Never did. You guys all said, and then we switched topics.
I guess I just don't listen to my guests. I'm a horrible host. It's just how I do things.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But it's called Rough Trigger.
Rough Trigger.
It's a PS2 game. It's published by Natsume.
Okay. They made my favorite Pinot B, Wings of Adventure.
But the best way to describe this game is take the first.
I have to look that up. Yeah.
Take the first Jack and Daxter, mix it with swirling some Ratchet and Clank in there.
Of course, they're very similar.
Actually, I had a little extra more Ratchet and Clank in there because it's more leans towards that.
Sure.
Give a character try and be a hard ass. That's the best way I can describe it. And does not control well. The game gives you too much money, so you can buy all the best weapons very early on in the game, and you just plow through the rest. But you barely still have any health, so it's not like it's the easiest cakewalk.
Oh, man.
It is a mess, and I love it. And I've had people, I found out have played it, and like I've said just before with Superman 64, or no, I'm sorry, Sonic the Black Knight, I meant to say.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me, how dare you defend that game? Like, not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad. It's like a 5 to 6 out of 10 game. I just love it for that reason alone. And it's absolutely Euro jank.
Yeah, I think there's a game called Pandemonium that I was really excited to play for the PS1 that looked like jank.
I played that.
Yeah, it looks like jank, but it looks like crazy jank that's half decent. Anywho.
It's a half decent game. The game's just hard.
Oh yeah. It just looks like it's someone was really insane and decided to make a game, but it's got decent platforming and it's 2.5D and whatever.
And it's even on the Saturn.
I have to correct myself. Pinot B, Wings of Adventure. Yet another game I will never be able to own the rights to because it's an Activision game, not Natsume. So now, Microsoft
call-
can do their reboot of Pinobi Wings of Adventure. This was one of my first Game Boy Advance games.
Just go quickly email Microsoft, be like,
Yeah.
I want to make a sequel.
Hello, Mr. Microsoft. I want to make a sequel to Pinobi Wings of Adventure. The game that has 4.6. Yeah.
You know what's interesting about the whole Microsoft PlayStation thing, or the
What?
Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard, is the fact that they literally went out of their way. Like Phil Spencer tweeted about it, went out of his way and just told everybody, "Hey, don't you worry. Sony we talked with Sony. We had some great calls. The current contracts will stay the same, so you'll still have Call of Duty
Yeah.
on your system, which is interesting that they went out of their way to say it. But they did say current.
Yep.
They didn't say anything about future.
Well, they
So
can't,
that's gonna
without
be interesting.
rioting, they can't,
Oh, they totally can. If the
no,
contract.
no, because they can, right? There's going to be so much. Okay, with the acquisition, they get Call of Duty, which is a powerhouse for PlayStation, and they could technically keep that on Xbox. But if they were to just publish it to Xbox for future releases, people would riot. And so if they were smart, what they would do is like publish 2 different games. You can get the PlayStation version of it, which is like inferior quality, or like the 4K
beta
version on Xbox. Just watch them do subtle changes to make people appreciate the Xbox version more.
I'm sorry, that historic thing really happened. Donkey Kong for the
Wait.
Atari 2600 and the ColecoVision.
Oh, is this a thing that happened?
Coleco had the rights to it.
What?
The Donkey Kong for the console version, so they purposely made a crappy version on 2600 and gave themselves the good version. So that has happened historically.
Oh man, I'm telling you. The DLC is going to be exclusive to the Xbox version. While the
Or
current
at least,
yeah.
or at least some of it will be.
Yeah.
There's Master Chief now, Call of Duty.
Yeah, what exactly? Exactly. Call of Duty crossover with Master Chief. And now Sony has to decide, are we going to allow Microsoft's mascot on our consoles? Well, they have to anyways because they have Fortnite. But aside from that,
Well, they also have Candy Crush now.
they also have Candy Crush.
They're gonna make and Overwatch. So
Overwatch is fine. I don't know if Overwatch's player base is that insane.
well,
No,
it might be.
not
It's
Overwatch.
just we'll just see how they do with that because
Yeah.
acquiring whole thing with acquiring Blizzard after the whole thing with how they were treating their female employees and all that. That's
It
the
was
most.
it was perfect.
That's what I'm most interested about. Really, is to see how they deal with that.
Oh, I mean, they're probably just gonna have a zero tolerance policy and just run with it. I think they showed that their board of directors or their board that did the acquisition was like half or more than half female. Like they know going in what they have to do, right? I feel like they're like, great, now we can get this at a decent price. But 69 billion is a lot of money. Yeah.
It's a funny number.
I can't even
Yes,
fathom that kind of wealth.
Yeah. Think about all the Pinobi Wings of Adventures you could have, or the Cyber Sleuths, the Digimon Cyber Sleuth copies you could have with that. Tuba Swan in the chat said, I would truly love a researcher-based Pokemon game where you learn more about Pokemon by watching them so you can gather the info based on events rather than driving through. That'd be interesting. I mean, that's a very slow type of game. That's like Metal Gear Pokemon.
I think they're adding those type of elements to Arceus though, because if you look at some of the tasks, like one of the first tasks it featured in the trailer was just like, it was really like get me a Wurmple, but if you read like the text, it was just like, I want like the later task will be something like, oh yeah, get me something that's like this height or something like that, like a smaller. It won't be anything complex, probably knowing them, But
Interesting.
it's interesting that they're gonna do it because it's all about making the first Pokedex. So you have to know more than just, oh, this is a Shinx.
It is cool that they're like, it's not just go out there and collect all the Pokemon. It's go out there and collect four these or whatever. That's interesting.
Go out and
I didn't know that.
Go
I haven't
out
seen any
and
spoilers.
collect info.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
I mean, it is literally going back to the genesis of Pokemon, which was someone who liked collecting bugs. So,
Literally.
yeah. Let's just forget that Pokemon started off with sprites of trainers with whips and move on to the part where, did you guys want to talk about any other topic before we move to, we're getting close to time being at, time's running out. We don't have so much time. Any fun topics you want to discuss?
For a last topic?
You got a topic? Oh, here we go. Matt.
I think this is a good one to round it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it perfectly encompassed the last 15 minutes. What games have we been playing recently?
Yes, and we'll leave. We gotta leave some time for people to give last shout outs. We go around. What games we've been playing recently? I honestly, Hades. I picked back up. I want to pick up the Hollow Knight clone. I'm gonna pick up Arceus soon. The Hollow Knight clone, Blue Fire, where it's not a Hollow Knight clone, but you would think it's a Hollow Knight clone. It's 3D.
Yeah, based off that cover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of on my list. I want to play a game, but I can't get into anything recently. Oh, and a lot of stupid Magic the Gathering. Matt, choose who's next. You're the king of the castle now.
KKrider, why not you?
Okay. I have been playing massive amount of 20XX, an indie game. That was it's a Mega Man. It's a Mega Man clone, but roguelike. So like, what if Mega Man was actually like a roguelike game?
Procedurally generated.
So what if you play as this girl named Nina, who's just the Mega Man of this universe. She plays exactly like him, but like you go through each of like 7 stages, though they're randomly generated. So like after you're done with a stage, you get 3 options, and then you have to figure out like who's this, like, all right, which sub weapon is gonna work against this one. Like, you're solving that.
Yeah.
You're also getting like upgrades, different armor throughout there, and then when you're done with a run, you go back and you buy more stuff. It's basic roguelike stuff, but I've been obsessed with it because it's also multiplayer.
Oh no way.
So me and one of my mods have been both like playing this game like nonstop, trying to beat it. And like there's different like modes, like there's daily challenge, weekly challenges. There's a mode where you can, like, if you play on the hardest difficulty, you get to set like different like obstacles for yourself. So like levels are harder, bosses are harder, but they drop more items, things like that. 20XX is a great as heck game that I'm playing right now.
Yeah, I'm excited. I have a copy
It
was free on Amazon.
Switch. Pretty sure it's on everything actually.
Yeah, it's hard for me to buy it once I have it free on Amazon, but I'll figure it out. I guess Coptimus, would you like to go next?
Oh boy, what have I been playing lately? Lots of Dead by Daylight. Surprisingly, like no retro games really lately. I also got back into Hades as well. Animal Crossing. I picked up Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 for $9.99 for like the Ultimate Edition. So I love those Lego games. They're
fun.
Fun run around. But yeah, mostly lots of Dead by Daylight lately.
Yeah.
Good game. I enjoy it.
I forgot to mention that I've been also just working on my game. Like, I've been doing development streams on a lot of Thursdays, and I'm hoping to have this demo that has something together by Valentine's Day. A game about, literally a demo about you like seeing a memory of telling a girl you're breaking up with her and she turns into a demon and you have to deal with it.
So basically NEX.
Basically which? Because I was gonna say Scott Pilgrim. Which?
I said so basically NEX.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah,
NEX.
literally.
I thought it was an acronym. Exactly. Well, it's you and your nightmare. And so you go over to it and you're like, I'm just not going to deal with this. I'm going to just not break up with you. You're in my dreams. And then the antagonist pops up and says, that's not how it happened. Cue all the pain. Yeah. And Matt, what have you been playing? What have you been playing?
Oh boy, oh boy. I've been. I play a lot. That's the problem.
Yeah, you play a
Plus,
lot
I've
of
been
different stuff. How do you do that, man? That's a lot of like. Sorry, I'm like talking over you, but I don't understand how you deal with the hooking everything up. Like, a lot.
I just deal.
Fair.
And I've also been, like I said, delving a little bit into emulator stuff or stuff I literally can't get otherwise, like
Right.
PC 98, which is a Japanese exclusive PC. Look, I can't afford the $250 to $400 to go get that PC shipped here, and then getting the games. It's just a little too difficult at this current time point.
Yeah.
And also experimenting with DOSBox and the future Commodore stuff. But getting to the topic at hand, recently I've been playing a game called Rusty, which is a Castlevania clone. It's shameless too, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
No.
It's so hard. But I'm on the last stretch of levels, like, and it uses like ideas of Rondo of Blood
Okay.
a couple months before Rondo of Blood came out. So I actually beat Rondo of Blood to the punch with a couple things. What else have I played recently? A game called Touhou Mix, which is also on the PC 98, which is by
Wow.
the same developers as Rusty, but so you have 3 selectable characters. It's a lot more cutesy in design, like a lot more colorful. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I tried out the original Touhou's.
I don't know that one.
And very, very. Have you ever heard the song Bad Apple?
I'm gonna say yes, but no.
This song's more popular in the game.
Okay. Yeah.
But basically, they're not all of them, but a lot of them are bullet hells that started back in like '96. For that was literally, and I'm not exaggerating, like the dude literally print them on floppy and all that stuff, and physically handed out this indie game
Yeah.
back in the day.
Oh man, that's really cool.
Yeah, so like the first game, the best way I could describe it is like an Arkanoid clone meets a little bit of Pocky and Rocky.
Okay. That is.
Like a
Oh man, I know too many games to know that this. I know too many games to know that those. Yeah.
Oh, Pocky and
And then
Rocky.
the sequel to that, Touhou 2, is a what is it? It's just more of a not quite bullet hell, but it is definitely a harder shmup.
Okay.
Then the sequel to that, if you've ever played Twinkle Star Sprites, it's a versus shmup.
A versus
So
shmup.
think like Puyo Puyo
Okay.
or Tetris Attack, where you make your combos and all that. You send junk on their side to try to damage them.
That's cool. I love all these inventive genre mashings. It's really cool.
And then there's Touhou 4, which is bullet hell, and Touhou 5 is bullet hell.
Yeah.
And then
I have to send you my demo because right now it's basically bullet hell. So.
I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Well, I mean,
you
I
might
need
want to check out
feedback.
some. I haven't played this in a while, but go try Rabby Ribby if you get a chance.
Have to do some googling, and we will. Awesome.
The best way to describe that game is bullet hell, bunny girl, Metroidvania.
Oh,
That's sell any of you on it.
That sounds amazing. Like my favorite genre, and then adding everything else. I just love Metroidvanias. It's ridiculous. So
I mean,
yeah.
If you want one more good one, I recommend.
Yeah, hit me.
Record of Lodoss War.
I'm gonna have to look through the VOD for this. There's
Yeah,
no way
I'm playing this one right now.
No way I'm memorizing this.
This one is on Steam.
You
Hold
don't have
on.
a piece of paper writing it down right now?
Record
can't.
of Lodoss War, Delight and Wonder Labyrinth. That one's on Steam.
Oh.
Which is getting a physical Switch version. The Switch trailer just dropped, so if you want to get on that. That was not a classic game. That came out in 2021.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I've been exploring Metroidvanias.
I love Metroidvanias. Definitely send me more. If you want to see a unique Metroidvania, have you played the Pinball Metroidvania yet? I'm I want to say ukulele. It's not ukulele. I want to say like that type of thing. It's
I know which game you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
I played it. It was a bundle of sunshine.
Yoki Island?
Yeah. Something like that. Something Island. Yoku's Island.
Yoku's
Okay,
Island,
the
yeah.
Yoku's Island Express. It is delightful. It is cute, small, like it is. I don't like pinball games necessarily, except for of course Metroid Prime Pinball, but just chose a random one. But it's great. I'm telling you, play it. It's quick. You will not regret
Pokemon
it.
Pinball for the win.
Try and pick up a copy.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's figure out who to raid, because what we're going to do is I want to give you guys a couple. We got the last couple minutes. I want to give you guys a second to say anything you want about your channel. Definitely go check out these amazing guests. I mean, it's an honor to have you guys. This is the highlight of my week when we get it right, and we got it right this time. Thank you for taking time out of your schedules and everything. And so, if anyone has someone you want us to raid, Optimus, KK, Matt, let me know. Small streamers are typically better. I know we're both people who enjoy Dr. O, so we have them as him as an option as well. Like,
I got an option.
All right. Post in the
How about
chat.
Last Time Lord?
All right, let's do that. Let's take a look at that. And in the meantime, KK, Optimus, Upside Down Matt. You know what, Optimus, you're in charge. Who should talk about their channel first?
Oh, Matt. Matt keeps getting left out, so I want Matt to.
Yeah.
Talk about my channel?
Yeah.
The only thing, best way I could say things is I just love playing whatever comes to mind. I don't plan out streams, so I only know what I'm getting next stream, and that's just how I do it.
Is that
that's 7
like,
days a week?
Yeah, you do it 7 days a week. Is it the same time every time?
Yeah, give or take an hour.
Give or take an hour. So you're not even consistent. I find this very interesting to me, who like sticks to a real I read suggestion in chat. Who sticks to a real schedule. Like, I stick to a fairly strict schedule. I should probably just drop that. I don't know. I feel like no. I feel like it would be very impolite to my mods. Yeah. Who knows? Anywho, that's more for later. Definitely follow Upside Down Matt, and there's a couple more people for you to follow. Optimus, who's next?
I'll go next. I'll shoot myself in the foot.
No.
I'm just hopefully getting back into streaming in the new year here. I work a full-time job, so finding time. I've kind of gotten out of rhythm with that whole daily or however schedulized streaming. So I'm hopefully getting back into that.
Streaming's hard.
Got a new TV. So hopefully there's going to be some new speed runs. I'd like to get lower than 88th on the DuckTales record board. Also, there's a new Discord coming out, the Conflux. Isnib, if anybody's familiar, he's been on the show a couple times before, kind of spearheading it. It's going to be a great place for people to get together. So I really want to advertise that. It's going to be coming out, I think, in February, early February.
I'm excited. Isnib is always a fan favorite.
So. That guy's the best. So we're excited for that, and that's kind of been a big project that's been going on right now. And hopefully that's going to come through streams, more stuff to come. We're excited for the new year.
And I guess KK, you wanna?
Yeah, sure.
Again, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Just your channel.
Yeah.
Free advertising. No.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, first, again, thank you for inviting me on here, Pocket. Always a pleasure being here. Also, pleasure meeting Matt and Optimus. You guys are awesome.
They're so cool.
And so, yeah, you guys, I've been here multiple times. That's why I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm a Twitch streamer, variety streamer. Right now, we're just trying to get back our record because I'm 4th in the leaderboard. But I do have a path and a way, and we're going to be the best Barbie Horse Adventure speedrunner all across the board. Because one of the things that I announced was that I'm going to attempt to take every single category in that game.
Really?
It's going to be, every category, every single one. any percent, completionists, no fulls, both, all of it. It's gonna be number one in all of it.
Amazing.
Already the moderator and already gonna be the best. So
Someone
yeah,
clip that
that's
so we can use it against him.
Yep. Oh, it's being
Yeah, so-
recorded. Oh yes.
yeah. So
You
that's
don't
the
do
main.
it.
I guess that's the main thing I wanted to say. Everything else I said before, but yeah.
If you don't do it by 2023, you owe me $5, or however much a copy of Sonic 06 costs at that point, which is probably a lot more. Anyhow,
It's cost like 12.
it costs
You
like
guys
12.
paid $12.
That's very expensive for Sonic 06.
True.
Yeah. So, without further ado, actually, there is going to be some further ado. I want to thank everyone for being here. We are going to raid. We'll raid Tuba another time. Remind me, because I owe him one. We'll raid him another time. We don't know Last Time Lord. I'm a fan of Doctor Who. Why not? Let's do that. I'm hitting the raid now. And so we'll see if this goes through. For anyone viewing at home, thank you for listening or viewing, depending on, how things get released. If you haven't gone and followed these amazing human beings, you've got time now. Upside Down Matt, KKrider, and CoptimusCrime. You will not regret it. I guess if I'm doing some housekeeping for myself, I'll be back tomorrow doing... We're starting out this, Minecraft SMP nonsense, which is going to be fun. All you guys are invited. I do not know how to run a Minecraft SMP, so this is new.
You'll learn, don't worry. I
yep.
believe.
And I will be releasing that demo very, very soon. So I'm just going to do this. Click the raid. One moment. As we're heading out. Once we get the confirmation, I will end the stream. So, oof. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Woo!
Yes, we're not actually done yet, and technically, I haven't seen it actually go through. But the raid is going through.
Raid is there.
The raid is there. All right. Well then, everyone at home who stuck it out till now, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for being here.